Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video we are doing my update number 2 on my Pan Those eyeshadows. This is my progress that I made on these eyeshadows in February. Can I just say, spoiler alert, we are going to be rolling some new eyeshadows in. You guys know what that means. Before we get into the update and the pans, if you are new around here and you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below. And without further ado, let's jump on in to the update. So you guys know, let me show you on the screen my color story that I've been working on since the intro. She is very dark, matte color story, so I do have some really deep matte colors in this project at the moment and some dark colors, and I am struggling with those colors. I am still making progress on them. We have some dips going in them, but I have been struggling to get some use out of them just because, you know, they're hard to incorporate into my makeup routine on an everyday basis, like the one that I'm currently wearing like on my outer corner. It's hard to wear to work. Like, there's no way I'm going to wear this color to work. So let's start off with my update on my melt shadows, because these two are probably the ones that I have been neglecting the most. So we'll start off with the color Fixated, which is the matte. It's kind of like a gray blue color. Fixated is from the Lovesick stack. I have used Fixated. I have used Fixated another one time. So like I said, I haven't really been using these all that much. You can see a little bit of wear and like a little bit of a dip in the pan there, but not much at all going on. And then we have my Melt Shimmer in the color Industrial. This one comes from the Gunmetal stack, and I used this one 0 times. I haven't used this one at all, but there is a little dip going in the middle there. Yeah, I just haven't used it. It is quite a dark shimmer, so I don't know. I prefer to wear like a lighter shimmer like on the inner corner and then the darker on the outer. It's taking me a bit of getting used to wearing like a darker, like a full dark look, if that makes sense. So that's why that one has kind of been neglected a little bit. So not making so much progress on both of those. Then the next one that probably has the least amount of progress is my Snow Angels palette. In this one, I'm working on the color Thin Ice. I believe that's what it's called. I think it's called Thin Ice, which is this deep matte blue on the outer corner here. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see, but there is a bit of a dip starting to get in that center there. It's very hard to show just because it is so deep and matte, but I am wearing this one on my outer corner today and under my lower lash line. And I've paired it, the green on the multi-chrome green on my lid is a Cleona multi-chrome. Don't ask me what color because I didn't look, because it's in my palette and I'm too scared that I'm going to break them if I flip them over and try and check what the shade is. But it's a green multi. Hopefully in the close-up photo on this one, you might be able to see the dip going a little bit better in that one. But this one I have used an additional 2 times. I think if I could get this one up to maybe around 12 uses, that'll be like double the amount of uses that I've done on it already. I think I will be getting very close to hitting pan. The dip in there is starting to get considerable. So I think with another 6 uses, it will be getting really up there, very close to the pan. Then the last one that I need to update you on is my Fenty Beauty Snapshot eyeshadow in the color Wine. I am working on the color Pinot. Is that Pinot? Pinot, please. Let's go with that. My Australian accent makes me struggle with like any other language. Our pronunciation in Australia is like shot. So when it comes to trying to pronounce international words, it's difficult. It's difficult to say the least. So I'm working on Pinot, please. I used this one an additional 4 times and that's it there. There's a little bit of a dip going, but this one is very firmly pressed, like quite firmly pressed. I think it's going to be a lot longer before I even start to see like a really good noticeable dip on it. I don't love the shadow. And someone mentioned last month to try and use this as an eyeliner, and I have done that a few times, but I don't love it because, again, I find it just like disappears on my eyes. So I do use it. I don't love how it looks, but I have been getting some use out of it, just because I am one determined project panner. I don't want to give up. So I will definitely keep this one in until I have it panned, but it probably will be a very long time before I have it panned. That's the last update that I need to give you. The rest are pans. How exciting is that? The rest are pans. So the first pan that I hit, which I predicted, was the Makeup Geek Chickadee eyeshadow. Guys, how sad is it that Makeup Geek is closing? This was one of the original round pan shadows from Makeup Geek. But yeah, really sad to hear that Makeup Geek is closing. But you can see there, there's a decent amount of pan on that. I'm very happy with that progress. So that one, I hit pan on this one after another one use. Can you believe? That's so annoying. I hate it when that happens, when like you do the update and then the next day you hit pan. I think I used it for a couple more days after that just to expand the pan a little bit, but it only took another one use to hit pan, which is so annoying. So annoying. If I just used it one more time before the last update, I would have had pan. Then the next one that I hit pan on is my Marc Jacobs Cherryrific eyeshadow palette. In this one, I'm working on the color Ask For, which is the one that is dead in the center. And I used this one, I used this one another 2 times before I hit pan on it. I will say, or actually, no, I lied. I used this one another 7 times before I hit pan on it. I cannot count. Another 7 times before I hit pan on it. And the pan itself is quite small, but there is like a really considerable dip in the middle there. Like I think it wouldn't take much effort to expand the pan quite considerably. I still think I want to try and pan the whole of this palette just because the packaging is like falling apart. And I just noticed that all of the gold letters are starting to come off the front here. Yeah, this is a high contender for like a pan that palette series at some point in the future. Hit pan on it after another 7 uses. I do actually really like this palette and the formula. I really like that color in the middle. It's really pretty on the eyes. It's a really pretty shimmer. And last but not least is one that I hit pan on today. I'm actually wearing it on my inner corner underneath one of my Stila Magnificent Metal glitters. I popped this one on and I just didn't think it was like bright enough, so I popped a glitter on over the top. This is my My Little Pony eyeshadow palette. This was the collaboration with Colourpop. And I rotated in the color Bluebell. And as you can see there, we have a pretty decent pan going, I think, considering. And there's quite a big dip in it as well, like in the outer rounder bits. I was using this as a like nail polish topper to try and add some shimmer to nail polishes. It didn't really work all that well. Like I tested it with a couple of different colors and it didn't show up that well. But when I was testing it, I had to use quite a lot of it. So that's why I have like a bigger dip and why I hit pan on it like fairly quickly. So this one I used another, holy crap, 10, 20, 22. This one I used another 14 times. Yes, this one I used another 14 times, and that was a combination of nail polish, eyeshadow topper. That's how I managed to get that pan. Do have 3 pans already. You guys know I am trying to hit 24 pans at least in this project this year. So we only have 21 left to go. I feel like you know, we're making pretty good progress so far. I decided that I'm going to drop my numbers down by 1. So because my chickadee was one that I handpicked out myself, I am going to handpick 1, and then I am going to roulette 1 shadow to replace these 2 palettes. So let's pull up my my Pretty Random app and also my spreadsheet. And I have somewhat updated my spreadsheet. It was a lot of effort. There's a few eyeshadow palettes that I still need to put on this spreadsheet, but I have like crunched a bucket load of numbers and whatnot. My eyeshadow palette / single count is sitting at 138. Let's go. Cross your fingers, cross your toes for me. Let's see what we get. We have number 70. And I think if it's one that I have lots of pans on, it will probably be one that oh, actually, no, I don't have any pans in this palette. That's fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab my palette and I'm gonna grab the single or the shadow that I am bringing in to replace this one, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Number 70 on my list is my Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. That's the Desi and Katie collab. I've used this one a little bit, but not a lot. So I am actually really excited to get some use out of this one. I actually don't really mind if I get a matte or a shimmer out of this palette, but I do think it'll be difficult if I get either one of these. Actually, if I get either one of those, I might re-roll just because I have that color Industrial and there's a lot of like blues going on at the moment. I'd like something a little bit different. So in this palette, there are 10 shadows. And let's see how we go. We have number 4, which is the like khaki greeny color. Goldy green? Oh yeah, it's actually a really nice color. So that is that one there. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. And then the shadow that I am rotating in, I picked out myself, is my Mina eyeshadow in 502. I actually had this one in my roulette pan collab as one of the prompts and I didn't meet my goal on it. So I am rotating in because I think I'm very close to hitting pan on it. I don't know if you guys can see that there's already like quite a considerable dip going on in there. So I think I'm very close to hitting pan. So this is kind of like a give me pan. So we'll see. Hopefully I can have a pan on this one by the next update. Wishful thinking, but we'll see how we go. I have reduced my number of shadows that I'm working on down to 6. I will keep you updated. I'll let you know how I go. I will show on the screen now the current color story that we are working on. It's a bit of a jumbled mess, but you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta go with what you get, and we'll see how we go with panning some of these products or panning some of these shadows. Hopefully I can hit another pan by the next update. That would be fantastic, just to keep it all rotating through. But we're currently working on 6. Wish me luck, especially on my deep matte colors. Wish me luck on those. Hopefully I'll hit pan on them before November or something like that. Hopefully I'll hit pan on them fairly soon. If you are doing a project pan, let me know, or if you are doing a pan those eyeshadows, let me know down in the comments how you are going. While you're down there, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you are new around here and you want to keep updated on this project and all my other project pans that I'm doing this year, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you're staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.